Okay, so for today's agenda, I will go through review on the some latest e-circular updates, then and also what are the latest enhancement in our e-connect as well as for our branch initiative in Northern region. Okay, so for agenda one, so for this one, the sustainability test for RP partial withdrawal. I believe all of you already know that actually with effect from 15th of August, that's been for partial withdrawal, that's been is required to submit this sustainability test consent letter. So this is just a general reminder for all of you here. Okay, when you want to do this RP partial withdrawal, you have to actually to generate this consent letter from our e-partner under these applications, RP authorizations calculator, RP partial withdrawal. So from there, you can generate this the sustainability. Sorry, I think it's some. Sorry, because I think my slide got some problem. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, so for this one, that's mean for this to generate this sustainability letter from the this RP calculator that just to remind that let's say if you are non-servicing agents, that means you are unable to generate this consent letter from this RP calculator. However, that means you can actually that's mean to obtain this letter of authorization form from customers. Then our counter staff actually can generate this consent letter for you. Okay, then you can submit together with this discharge voucher and also for this PSF 33 form or copy of the policyholder's IC. So then we shall proceed further with this partial withdrawal. Okay, so I shall continue on the next agenda. Okay, so for this opt-in medical campaign, I believe all of you also that's been familiarized and also it's already actually started from 18th of July. So this campaign will be ended on 31st of October. So there's been another 1 month plus to go. So you have to grab this opportunity. If you have any customers would like to go for this opt-in, then can actually to just click in our eConnect. Okay, just to share with you, this is for our second batch of the customer listing, which is already available on 1st of September 2022. Because for the first batch, our medical policy in force date actually is as at 25th of April, and for the traditional is 30th of June. So this one already started on 18th of July. So for this, the second batch, for this, the policies, the date is actually as at 31st of July. So this will be started on 1st of September onwards. So don't worry if you don't have any, that means you still have any policy holders yet to receive this opt-in campaign. So actually we still continue with the third batch of the listing once it's available. Okay, just to share with you some helpful tips for this opt-in medical campaign. Okay, let's say if you want to know that whether that's when your customer is entitled for this opt-in campaign or not, first thing you need to check the policy in force status. Okay, just like what I shared, that's when the first batch will be on 25th of April, then the second batch will be on 31st of July 2022. So mean that if you have any policies in force prior, that's mean 31st of July, you should receive this the customer listing already. However, if you have any policy holders, that means actually have this the potential lapse date PLD, it must clear as at 31st of July 2022. Mean that if there's any PLD exists, but the customer did not pay as at 31st, so mean that maybe a PLD still exists, so it won't appear in the customer listing. So for this policy, you have to wait for the third batch of the listing already. Okay. Second tips to take notes is on the type of medical plan. So for this one, if you have any investment health protector in force prior to 1st of March 2005, actually it's not entitled for the opt-in because this is auto coverage for this COVID-19. So if you encounter maybe one family of the policy holder, but that means they don't have this customer listing in your list. So perhaps you have to check whether what type of the medical plan. Okay, for the third helpful tips is on this, the hard copy communication pack. Okay, please take note that for all the opt-in medical campaign, actually we are go through this, the e-connect. So this hard copy we only send to the premium waiver or entity policies, which is as if the policy that is have this CI claim and the premium waiver, or this is actually is under the company policy, keyman policy. So we will send them the hard copy communication because for such group of policy holder, they are unable to register as our eConnect user. Okay, on the last tip is on this, the premium waiver cases, because for this premium waiver cases, we have waived the premium. So that's why actually that's when they can't pay on monthly basis. So that's why we do suggest them to do this, the single premium top up. So for this, the single premium top up, actually they can make the online payment through our Zoom Pay or through our, that's when the alternative payment channel. But for this, the single premium top up, this is actually for one time only. It's not for each month for this, the premium waiver cases, just to take note. Okay, so I will share with you for some of the issues maybe you encounter when you're doing the opt-in in the eConnect. Do you have any questions so far? Perhaps you can unmute yourself, or maybe you can type in the chat group if you have any questions. Okay, so this is some of the common problem encounter, and then also what are our suggested solution that's for this when you encounter it. Okay, for the first problem, let's say if you're using the Firefox, so you may encounter the error message when you click confirm that time. So this is the error message. It will prompt you is like invalid token. So the solution, what we propose is you have to do a setting. So in the Firefox, you have to disable or untick the block pop-up windows. Then before you can proceed to log in into eConnect, and then do this the setting under privacy and security, then the block pop-up windows. So as per this, the screenshot. But let's say, but we strongly suggest that that's when you use this, either it's the Google Chrome or using this the Microsoft Edge. That's when you log into the eConnect. Sorry. For the second, that's when the problem that you may encounter is you click and you're unable to click the update ready button. So you will see there's a red color, the message there in the eConnect, but you're unable to click the ready button. So this one, you just that's when you hover, you point your mouse arrow to actually to this the policy number, then you will see the as a message will pop up there. Then if you pop up the screen to see that the credit card billing is actually under processing, then you may do this opt-in after 2 days later. Okay, so this one is regarding actually that's when you during this the Great ID registration that time. So sometimes you may encounter such an error message. So perhaps that's when we will share with you what are the root cause and also what are the solution if you encounter this the error message. Okay, so for the first scenario, during the registration that time, you may say that that's when sometimes prompt unable to register after key in the personal details or policy details. Then it will pop up the error message. We did not find any Great Eastern policy or certificates based on the information provided. Then the root cause is actually, it could be the name or ID number is different from the system record. Sometimes it's in the system, we are using this OIC number, but you are using this the NRIC number to register in the Great ID. So for this such scenario, perhaps you have to report it to our counter staff or the digital ambassador for further advice. So we will guide you on how to update this the NRIC that's been in our system record so that we can proceed with the registration of Great ID. Okay, for the second scenario is whereby that's been the customers did not get the OTP SMS, even the correct mobile number shown in the screen. So this one, although there's no pop-up message, but the root cause is due to this technical error occurred on the OTP services due to this switch of the telco. Because sometimes when the switch of the telco, for example, let's say from Axis to New Mobile or to other telco, so it may encounter such issue. So for such a scenario, if you not receive this OTP, you just reported to our counter staff or digital ambassador. We shall escalate to our HQ, that's been for further ratifications. Once done, we will inform you again so that customers can continue to do the registrations. On the last scenario is whereby the system, it will pop up unable to register because due to the mobile registered have reached their limit. So this one, I want to remind that only the 3 grid IDs are allowed to share this same mobile number in the registration that time. So it's mean that let's say if you receive such a error message, then you have to use other contact number to register as grid ID. So far, any question? Okay, if not, then I shall continue on what are our latest enhancement or the new service request in our eConnect. Okay, for this one is our online registration of DC form. Do you know that actually you can perform the direct credit facilities registration via our eConnect? Anyone try it before for the direct credit registration in eConnect? If yet to try, never mind. Maybe after this sharing, you can try it through our eConnect because this one is very convenient. The screen also is hassle-free. When you do the direct credit facilities via eConnect, because first thing, you are not required to submit any hard copy of forms, and also no worry that the form will be rejected due to signature defects, and also no worry that it may take time. Because for the hard copy form, it may take longer times to do the update in our system. And also, it will be for the payout transaction, it will be faster if you register through this eConnect. Because for this one, once you perform the direct credit registration, it will capture in our system record within T+1 working day. So for any payout transactions like surrender, loan, or the partial withdrawal, so we can pay out to the customers with this shorter turnaround time. So if you have any customers yet to register as direct credit one, perhaps you can check through under this policy inquiry, under this the detailed policy information, if they whether they have this any registered direct credit account with us or not. If they do not have it, then you can inform them actually to register through the eConnect as soon as possible. That's mean for future payout transactions, then it will auto direct credit to their account. Okay, so another good news to share with you is on this the change of the CV, cash bonus, survival benefit, and also the guaranteed cash payment option in the eConnect. So this is our latest the new service request in our eConnect. So for this one, currently you also required to submit the form, the cash bonus option form, or this guaranteed cash payment form to us for us to do the updating. But now customer actually can change their option anytime, anywhere already. Once they update this, the change of the option, then we can actually update within T+1 working day, and also no worry on any rejection or due to this the signature defects. Okay, so this is also is the very latest, the latest circular. We just received it on yesterday. So it's regarding this the updating of OTP mobile number via customer service care line. Because understand that currently for most of this the updating of the OTP number, you require to submit this the grid ID form. So if you take time, that's mean to process. Sometimes that's mean may take within its T+3 working days. So with this the latest enhancement. So it means that with effect from 12th of September, which is yesterday. So actually, customer can directly call in through our customer care line to update their eConnect OTP number. For this one, they will do some verifications with the customers. So upon successful this the verifications, then they will send this SMS notification to the customer's old and new handphone number, so that means they can update this grid ID registration accordingly. But let's say for this grid ID form, it still continue. But let's say if you want to use it grid ID form, you still can submit through our ICM or VK or our branch office also can. Just that means customer not required to sign any form. By calling to this the customer care line, they can do it the registrations on the spot. So we hope for this the enhancement really can bring you just a greater convenience for your policy holders, especially for this the opt-in campaign, so that they can register immediately for this the grid ID. Okay, so this is our new My Service request for our new business. Okay, for this one, the new My Service request for hard copy policy document in eConnect. So currently, that's mean for this, whenever you request to print out this hard copy of the policy, you are actually to submit this form. Is the newbie policy document form hard copy request. But now, after with effect from 23rd of September onwards, actually that's when you are required to actually to do this request through this the My Service request under this the hard copy policy document in eConnect. But just to take note that this is only applicable and offerable for the first year policy, and also the submission must be on the first request. So after the submission for this hard copy policy document in eConnect, then the policy document it will be the auto printed by our new business department. Then later the policy contract we also send to the branch office. Then you can also arrange agents or your assistant to collect from the branch as per current practice. So with these changes, mean that we are no longer accept this the manual application or submission for this newbie policy document hard copy request form with effect from 21st of September onwards. All requests have to go through this the latest My Service request through the eConnect. So far, okay? Understand on this the hard copy policy document in eConnect? Okay, then I shall continue. On this also our enhanced version of the e-medical card. So for our e-medical card, currently you're able to download it from our eConnect. So with we also do this the enhancement whereby we included our corporate website, that's with our website address, and also our hotline, that's with the customer service care line, our healthcare email address, and also car assistance program, and also Supreme Assist program, the contact number in the same e-medical card. So it means that you can actually, that's mean to inform your policyholder to download this e-medical card in eConnect at any point of time already. So with this arrangement, so company also receives printing of the physical medical card for both newly enforced and existing medical policy with effect from 23rd of September 2022 onwards. So this is actually a more convenient and also it's paperless. So your customer no worry on the loss of this hard copy of the medical card, and also not required to pay the $10 for reprinting of medical card anymore. So this is they just save in their handphone, or maybe they can print it out. Just put it in the wallet, then they can show it to the hospital upon admission. Okay, so I will go through with you at a glance for what are the e-transactions in our eConnect currently. So based on the latest all this enhancement, actually our eConnect also that means can perform a lot of the transactions currently. So we have the few tabs. So I will go through review for our few important tabs here. So you can know how to get your customers accordingly when they access to eConnect. Okay, for the first tab is on the My Portfolio. So you can check this on this the policy details and also download the e-medical cards and also pay now. That's going to make payment via the credit or debit card. For the second tab is on this the My Document. That's mean download the letters, statements, endorsement, and also e-policy contract, like currently for the income tax statement and also for the premium notices and also investment link statements also can download from this My Document. On My Service Request, this is the transactions whereby you can perform in the eConnect. So just like what I share is on this the bank account registration, direct credit facilities, LP service request submission, to do this fund switching, change payment frequency, change payment method, my mailbox. This is for the inquiry of fund submission, similarly like our ICM, and also download our latest customer service forms. And also you can perform this account number registration, as well as for the update cash bonus or survivor benefit options or GCP options. So these are the My Service Request to perform transactions. Okay, for the My Claim, you can actually to download our latest claim form or also to check the claims overview, the history of the claims. Okay, how about if the customers want to update the contact number or the email address? Then they have to go through this under My Account. My Account, then go through the View Profile. View Profile, then can actually to do this update of the mobile number and also email address and policy addresses. Okay, so far clear on this the functionality in the eConnect. Okay, so now I move on. Okay, so for this one, the medical product summary, I received quite a number of feedbacks mentioned that because we do have a lot of the medical riders and also standalone plan. So sometimes when the customer asking, then I have to go through the e-partner, go through the product wrap to check one by one, then what are their pre and post, how many days can submit, or maybe what are the limit, and also whether there's been any call insurance or not. So now this is one of our Northern Region the initiative. So we have prepared a table that's for all our leaders and agents here. So to summary table to state for all our existing medical plan from the old plan, the LHP, until the latest one, the Smart Medic Shield. So for this a summary table for your easy reference. So whenever the customer check with you that time, you can just refer to this table that's going to revert to them immediately. Let's say for the pre and post, how many days can claim, whether any call insurance or any deductible or not. So as well as for the standalone medical plan. So this is actually exclusively for all our Northern Region leaders and agents. Later, Lionel will share with you is on the PDF format because this is quite small in the slide. But no worry, we will share in the PDF format. So it's a summary table. So for you, that's going to actually to enlarge it accordingly in your either iPad or under that's in your handphone also can. I hope this table, that's in summary table, will benefit all of you here. Okay, so this will be the last slide. So actually, that's in for this one. Our preferred hospital visit on 21st of September 2022. So this is actually an invitation is sent to our selected leaders by our agency department. So this is our preferred hospital visit will be at Island Hospital and also Long Wan Lai Hospital on 21st of September 2022. So far, any question? Because today's update is a bit short because I just share with you that these are the latest, the circular and also enhancement in the Ethernet.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ms. Chew. Leaders, if there is anything, you can just let us know, okay, and contact us. Okay, this month's meeting is a bit short, but anyway, it's just to give overview of what we have been doing and some of the important updates lah. Okay, so I will not take up much of your time. So if anything, if nothing much, so we will see you again in next month's operation updates. Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye.